Howdy, folks. We have another Age of the Ring Season 1 of the League match. I believe still in the Numenoreans bracket. We have Pool playing as Isengard against Violence as Erebor. Vision is the first Tier 1 for Isengard, Vision of the Planeteer. Casted it maybe a little early, but perhaps he's looking to see where this forward mineshaft builder is going. And unfortunately, Ironfoot Ring was picked, so that's a bummer. I'm rooting for Isengard now. No, just kidding. We have Wildmen start. The spam is very good, although this map is so large. I do wonder if perhaps double clan steading might be a little bit much. Maybe mixing it up with Wargs for their speed would be good. And we do have Hall of Warriors as the first building here, so no Dalish Manish unit start for Erebor. Forward mineshaft being built against the lake here. Beautiful, by the way, whoever did this map. I do kind of wish the trees were a little more colorful, but anyway. Nobody is here for my comments on the map. And it looks like the Wildmen are going to go for this forward mine. Do we have the Erebor Guardians coming out quickly enough to save this mine shaft? And what did we go for Tier 1? Ravens, not rebuilds, so I don't think they're going to save it, even if they get there. Yeah, I think this mine is toast. So a little bit too... Well, oh, I don't know why you gave up on it. I think you could have gotten it. I don't know why you're doing that. I would just... Oh, Can you fight two of us at once? Nope. So now he's going to kill this mine, and then this group's going to go that way, and this group's going to go the other way. Yep, exactly. So now look at these Lost Guardians. Lost in the woods, filled with wild men, with no way home. The only thing to do is go for the glorious charge and try to kill some eco structures, which I believe they can do. 2 Guardians against, 1 or 2 wild men are going to do just fine. Now, this one's pretty well protected, so I would actually send... and Warg Pit. Or not Warg Pit. Uruk Pit. So we're getting some early scouts to mow down those Guardians. Not a bad choice. Scouts are already on the field. So if I am... Yep, workshop early battle wagons to counter those Uruk scouts. Excellent choice. I think they will get this mine. Oh, no, not with the scout support. So yeah, I think double clan steading is a bad idea if you're going against Erebor on a large map like this, because you just don't have time to beat back the forward mine aggression and get to eco-harass with these weak, flimsy Wildman units. And these 2 mines built very close to the base here, to the fort, to provide cover. Not a bad idea. But 400 CP to 450. Another forward mine up here. Presumably the dwarves are trying to get in on this boat tour business that we've got going on here, or fishing business. Fishing? Let's see what they're doing. I don't know. It looks like fishing to me, but I've never caught a fish in my life. So who knows? These Guardians are not going to get this mine, I don't think. Yeah. The scouts are just a great choice for this early game. But you need some... Yep, pikes coming in. I think that 1 battle wagon is on the field. 4 built... Ooh, this builder might need to pick up a sword against these wargs here. Anyway. So Pool is going to need to be very cautious, because these scouts are going to be easy trampling fodder. They'll feed easily into the battle wagon, just like these wildmen are. So battle wagon will do a good job covering ground quickly and providing some trample on any units that are sent across to eco harass without pike coverage. And this 1 pike unit is probably not going to cut it. I think that you probably need at least 2 here, but... And these Guardians coming out of this forward mine. And we got the builder just hanging out over here. That mine, that furnace does go down. Uh-oh, Battle-wagon caught by the pikes. Not a good position. There you go, that's the spirit. Make the Guardians hit the pikes and use the wagon to trample the back line. Excellent, excellent. So, Poole has to think of something new here. He is going to maybe try to go for the workshop. He could put the pikes sort of right here, and then... Oh, but there's a lot of Erebor units here. I'm not sure why he bothered with phalanx because... Oh, Warg Pit right there. So he saw that Warg Pit coming out. Sharku has hit the field. First hero for Isengard. 3 points from tier 2, 425 CP for Erebor, 500 for Isengard. So both players doing a good job kind of countering each other's moves. If you do see battle wagons, it would make sense to get Sharku with a couple Warg packs because they have the speed to catch the battle wagon. And Barrel going in and setting some poor wildmen on fire. What did they do to deserve this? Here come the Wargs. Howl was already used, so they don't get that speed buff. But Sharku is in there providing his leadership. And they cannot, with the stuck fix from patch 9.0 onwards, they can't just block a trample so easily like that. But they should be killing the battle wagon. Why did they turn and run? Oh no. They probably could have gotten the battle wagon. Now it's level 3. It will heal outside of combat, even if this is not upgraded. And there was no mine shaft going down. Not a whole lot of expansion by either player down the lanes, eco-wise. And a couple Guardians forcing Poole to send some Wargs over to defend. On a big map like this with wide lanes, cavalry is a great idea. Even independently of the countering the battle wagon point. And sorry for the throat clearing. I'm still trying to recover a little bit from my cold. And vision has been used. So getting a nice view of the base. Not much different tech going on here. So we still have battle wagons, and we still have just Hall of Warriors units. This might be a good, you know, if I were Erebor in this game, I might go for specialist units like Vault Wardens to help reinforce against these spam units. Like, they're tanky enough that even though they're pikes, they could probably handle a lot of these wild men. And if you throw in a Guardian or two in there too, I think they would deal with it pretty well. Especially when buffed by the forward mine. Uh-oh, a mugging! No! Oh no! Violence is getting mugged. Oh no! After all that hard work killing this Warg lair. This is why I like to creep basically first thing before I harass, if I can. Or send one unit to harass and then spend my time creeping. Oh! Get the gold! Oh, he did get the gold! Ooh, is he gonna get it? No, don't lose that level 3 battle wagon. Oh, he gets the gold back! The mugger became the mugged. Is it a mugging if you take back your property from a mugger? I don't think so. We missed this farm going down, but I'm glad we saw the the reverse mugging. I don't even think Violence intended to send the wagon there for that purpose. I think he just was trying to get some tramples, and only later did he notice the gold. Gloin is on the field. I wish they would replace this herb lore with a banner. I think there's so much cool banner art for Erebor, and I don't really see why Gloin has herb lore at all, other than like legacy from BFME2. But if you gave him like the banner of Erebor or something, you just change the ability name, use the Balin animation for it, VFX and stuff, that would be perfect. Oh well. So this farm will go down. And yeah, this is why I thought maybe you want to redoubt with some Vault Wardens, because these Wargs are going to harass the Guardians. Oh no! Very close shave there for the battle wagon. Gloin coming in with the heal, but it does not help the battle wagon. And the Wargs should be chasing these down. Oh! Barrel does come in. There you go. See, that's exactly what you wanted to do. These cost 425. These cost 500. Anytime you lose a battalion to get one of these, it's a good trade. Especially with how much crush damage these do. Like, these guys, what, 80 crush or something? I think these guys are 140. Something crazy. Especially with those level 4 Battle-wagon. They have the mincemeat coming. Mincemeat buff to their crush damage, and also a buff to their crush deceleration. So, these wild men are going to feed at this point. I would just move away from them. And we did go with fully armed and filthy for the tier 2 for Erebor. And nice job providing pike and pike cover for the swordsman. That Battle-wagon stealing the gold back may have been the greatest creeping I've ever seen. That was great. And Kingbrand is on the field. No Manish units yet, and no assembly yet. But the Archer hero is a good choice for picking off these tier 1 squishier cavalry. So not a bad idea. Fires of Industry for Isengard. It was used on this level 3 farm here, so we're getting 58 a tick. So hopefully that will, fuel, pun intended, I guess, or literally fuel, I don't know, something like that. It will help with the upgrading the Uruk pit. Clash over here on this mine in the lane here. This mine will go down. And we just have a few pikes in there. You could send this fully healed Battle-wagon in to crush him and then just have it recuperate back at the workshop. Although it's only level 1, so it actually doesn't matter if you send it back over there or not. Lots of purple over here. We have 10 points in the spellbook for Isengard, 1000 CP to 650. So it is Pool's game to lose in that respect. He has quite the advantage in money and map control. And he just spent 4K. He is getting an early Saruman. You love to see it, because Saruman is one of the most fun heroes in the game. Much prefer him to Gandalf. Myself. And also, so this ability will give you something like 2,000-ish. Fires of Industry for Isengard will give you about 2,000. If you... and Lurtz is in there, too. I should probably do a better job tracking which heroes are hitting the field. So we have Lurtz. I do not see Ugluk here. Sharku is taking a breather. All that purple just went down. Kind of a feed, if you ask me, because now we've got 10 points for Erebor in the spellbook, 13 for Isengard. But Erebor did go with Rebuild. Also buying Deep Delving, so probably a good choice because you do need that money right now. You've only got 600 CP. You've got, if you're Violence, 2 level 3 farms. I think this one's also level 3. I don't know why it won't let me select it. So you really do, and frankly, you do need to expand out here ASAP. You can't forget to expand in the mid-game. And we have Lurtz in there. Sharku. Level 5 Battle-wagon. Beautiful. Love those crossbow units on the back of it there. Very good stuff. Because now not only can you crush, but you can just... Saruman's here. He might try to Wizard Blast these. I don't know how good that is against Battle-wagons, but he is going to provide the experience buff and the resistance to fire damage, because he does provide resistance to both magic and elemental damage. I assume that also includes the Battle-wagon barrel. But alarm bells should be going off right now for Violence. I don't know how he climbs back into this. He hasn't really teched up. I don't think that well is going to cut it. You've got Saruman with the Wizard Blast to kill your front line, and there's just too many units here. This might be it. Buff from Gloin. Did try to scatter before the blast. He saved, looks like, half of this level 4 battalion. But build me an army coming in also. I think that was probably used at the base. Let's see, where was it dropped? See, I might have actually dropped it sort of in the middle by this forward siege works. And then you could have... Oh, and Bran getting auto free kills here. enjoying using the Black Arrow of Dale to get that splash damage there. And Saruman's Wizard Blast is 2/3 back. I don't see how Violence gets back into it without some kind of shift. There was no shift in strategy after Wargs hit the field, I feel. And that may have hurt Violence in the longer run. Because Lurtz is also still in there. He's getting free kills. Dane is on the field, but just not enough. Not enough, I think. But Saruman is getting quite a few hits on him. Brand is just shooting him over and over again. How many arrows does it take to kill a wizard? Too many, I guess. Ooh! How did he get that? Are there Erebor archers shooting him too? Is that just Brand the whole time? I don't really understand what Pool's doing here exactly. Saruman has fled. Classic Saruman behavior. You might have tried to chase him down with the Battle-wagon, because you have the crossbows on this level 5 one. And you could have just kind of circled around him. Builder does go down, mine does go down. I think Violence is basically toast. I mean, you could have gotten Gimli maybe to try to even up hero-wise, but... and we do have Wolfgar here. Love to see Wolfgar. No Longhouse yet, though. Yeah, this is probably GG at this point. Yeah. Tightening the noose here. Saruman's tightening the noose, I think the line is. I would brew Khazad. I would brew Khazad right now. Oh, Saruman does get knocked back. He hit the floor, and I wondered if he was out, but nope. Just knocked back from the Black Arrow of Dale. Coming back in to do a Wizard Blast, probably. Oh, no! Oh! That has to sting. Heal from Ugluk in there. Lurtz is still in the back getting free kills. He could do Relentless Warrior, but he's already giving his level 4 leadership. 33% damage and armor for all the Uruks around him. And there's no archers, so this, debuff by Brand is not really going to help. The hero squad for Erebor is doing an impressive job. Oh, Moria reclaimed! That could turn the tide. Ooh. That's good. At least it bought some breathing space, but without any follow-up or change in tech, I don't think it's going to help. Although I would definitely make a beeline for this while you've got the strength of Moria reclaimed at your back. Frankly, you might have been better off with Vow of Vengeance and just dropping it here at the beginning of the fight, just because it would last for 5 minutes. Now, Pool, I guess, could then just return, run over here. And yes, finally we're getting more expansion from Violence, so maybe he can crawl back into this game, because he did force a full-on retreat, so he could get a little bit of harass in here, get some spellbook points. But he needs some kind of tech shift. He needs like Iron Hills, or he needs specialist units, and I'm not seeing any new production structure. I mean, so you're going to get outnumbered by multiple Uruk pits, plus build me an army. And then they're not going to trade as well with fighting Urukai with all these leadership buffs and presumably unit upgrades. Where is the forge for... There it is. The armory for Isengard is right here. Only level 1, so kind of late to build it, but... Loses the terror resist from that building, but... Oh well, not a lot of terror from any of these units. You could actually go with a... and I think this is Violence's thought. You could go with a Mangonel and give it fire damage. So that... Granted, Saruman does give you resistance to fire, but you would punish this clump hard with some siege damage. So that would be a good idea. I think, yeah, Pool's just going to go harass with Wargs while this main army is pressuring the rest of his units and heroes to stay here. I think you need some emergency Mangonels, man. And you definitely need more units. I don't know, and some archers for goodness sakes. You need some archers here. And we have another Hall of Warriors in the back. I don't know why. I think it would be better to have some maybe Manish units. You do have 10 points, so it would probably be worth dropping Vow of Vengeance next big clash that happens. And rather than saving up for Thor's Horde, although I can see why Violence would want the gold. And the siege is going to pressure a clash here. So you can't just sit in your base and wait, although you can try to rush out these mangonels. But they're not being bought. You could try to get Gimli, I suppose. Ooh, rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. You got rebuild. No, the level 3 mine goes down. Ah. Well, there goes that idea. This might be the last stand of the Erebor. Bar-Khazad comes in from Gloin. Wizard Blast from Thornstone Helm. One of the coolest heroes in the game also, although he gets hit hard. Throw the barrel. Throw the barrels. What are you doing? Ooh, Durin's Day. But the stun resist from Saruman, so got a lot of good that did. It does provide healing for his own units, but quite a good trade here for Violence, showing the power of the Dane leadership with all that armor. That Uruk army just went down with no upgrades, so wow. Ooh, Wrath of Kardas! I'm glad I hadn't switched to Isengard because it was a surprise. Wow. Woo! The tables have turned, haven't they? Oh no! Gloin and Dane are... Oh! Saruman! Ugluk? But Dane's never going to catch him. Bummer. Ooh, Sharku does go down. Whew! Both players back to their corners. You need to get Gimli ASAP. In my book. But it looks like he's rebought Gloin. Based on how much money he just spent. He does need to build some more mine shafts ASAP too. Whew! Wrath of Kardas with the... But you could just drop Build Me an Army and start harassing around here. Kind of a waste of Build Me an Army. It's off cooldown. You had no army, basically. You might as well... And I don't know why you're buying Wildman at this point. Just a waste of CP. Dunlending Longhouse coming in. Some late game, better cavalry coming in for Isengard. Boy, that was a shame because Violence, showing the power of the Dwarven heroes, especially Dane's armor buff, really turned the tide in that battle, along with the Brute Khazad from Gloin. But just unfortunate that Tier 4 came in and turned it back around. Saruman does get knocked on the ground. Not a very graceful moment for him. I guess he's going with Dunlending infantry because of the leadership from Wolfgar, giving him extra damage. But I just wouldn't get them at this point. And look at Isengard. Now it's at 1,000. You know, army is basically rebuilt already. I'm just not seeing what Erebor could do. Sending the goats is not going to kill this whole army. Might help a little bit, but I think it's game over. GG, well played. Rebuild does come in there. It would be nice if you could get Saruman finally. But I think all the heroes for Erebor have basically gone down. Cavalry summon did come in from Brand. Brand does have level 10. Look at him go. Oof. Bummer. Sharky's back on the field. Yeah, that was a good game. I thought Violence was back in it until Tier 4 dropped. What a surprise that was when you weren't switching around. Really a good game. Well played by both players. I think Violence just didn't have any kind of tech shift, and that really put him in the... He never got off that back foot after the Warg-riders came out, and the harass game shifted in Pool's favor. But really an excellent game. Really tenacious of violence to try to claw it back, and he came very close if Tier 4 hadn't demolished his whole army. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you all next time.